Life is well lived if you really learn how to farm and not to just compete, focus on winning or chasing your goals. And that is what I personally learned from my farming experience. Today I am at my farm almost after a break of 3 months because of lockdown, and since I'm here I thought why not to record my weekly message inside my farm. And I'm going to take a walk through my farm while I'm recording this message. And while I'm taking a walk, I'm going to show you what are the plants I have, and what crops I'm taking and how this is done, and what at the same time I'm going to share you what I learned personally from my farming experience. So thanks to my parents and thanks to everyone who works inside my farm, because without their help this was not possible. And though I was busy in my 9 to 5 for 22 plus years in serving an oil and gas service sector as a mechanical engineer, at the same time I really focus, and today I could really record this video and talk to you about a farming, right? So watch this video entirely, where I'm going to share wonderful strategies and the principles which I learned from my farming experience, because I personally consider farmer as a true entrepreneur, a true leader, and what I really learned from them and my own farming experience I'm going to share with you in this video. My name is Vitthal and I am a lifestyle branding strategist. I designed my life in such a way that I left 9 to 5 at my 40s, setting up my own businesses, and I live at one of the beautiful societies at my dream destination. I get my meals from my farm and I earn from a business which runs globally. So it's such a wonderful time that I thought why not to record a video inside the farm. And when I'm always talking about I get my meals from my farm, is what exactly I mean by that. I'm going to share with you amazing journey and amazing farm and what is there inside here and what I really learned, because that is what is very very important, which I really want you to take away from this video. That when I say that you must learn farming, even if you are not able to do full scale farming, at least you should learn what is exactly farming and what you can actually learn from it, which you can implement in your life. So let us jump in. I'm going to take a walk through my farm and I'm going to talk about 5 strategies or 5 important principles out of whatever I have learned from my farming experience. I'm going to share with you these 5 important principles, and I want you to learn from this and implement this where you can really enjoy your life implementing this and understanding the farming concept in the life. True. So the first point what I want to talk here is, of course, in my earlier videos I have shared about values, beliefs and thought process as a human. What I learned from farming is, of course, we have learned that what you sow that you reap. But before sowing, we need to understand that farmer has to select seeds based on the soil, type of soil. So I'm going to show you 2 types of soil here today inside my farm. Though I am at the same place, but I can actually show you 2 different fields which from which you will understand the difference of soils. So it is very important for a farmer to decide what kind of soil he has and which basically crop he can take in that particular soil. Or even if he wants to plant a big trees, he has to understand the weather conditions, the need for that particular plant and the type of soil. So I'm going to reverse this camera and I'm going to show you this field and the soil, and then I'm going to take you to another field where I will show you second type of soil. So we are here at the first field where I want to show you a type of soil to you. You can see that this is a very soft red soil where it's a sand, and it's a very soft red kind of soil where you won't find much of fine stones structure, or it's a texture of complete sand probably. That is what here you can see. So this is a one type of soil where, if you see, this is a field, right? So this is a field which is actually very soft, not too much of stones or that kind of texture inside this. And this is a one kind of soil which I am showing you now. Why I am showing you these fields, I'll discuss with you once I show you the second field as well. So now I'm going to take you to the second field. Just pausing this camera. So while I take a walk, I thought why not to show you some trees which are actually here in this field. So this is a lemon tree. I just want to show you some. Yeah, I think there are some lemons fallen down, and these are some coconut trees in this same field. Yeah, you can see these are some of the lemons. So this is a lemon tree. There are coconut trees here, plus this is a custard apple tree. I don't know whether you can see these. These are custard apples. See here. So there are few custard apple trees, few lemon trees. This is a coconut tree I have, and this is a field which I showed you. And here it is a papaya. Can you see? Yes. So this is a papaya tree. This is coconut. This is tulsi, or grown up tulsi. These are brinjal, baingan. Then I really don't know, but this actually we call this as a this is a grass for the tea. So it's not tea leaves exactly, but these are leaves out of which we actually, instead of tea powder, you can actually, it smells very good. So these are basically for tea. So there are some plants we have for these also. Then I want to show you again, here there are custard apples. See, can you see this? So these are custard apples here. This one. Yeah. So this is a season where I am in the month of September, but it is a season where you get custard apples and these kind of fruits. In this video I am not recording, actually I am not adding any background music, because I really love this wind. I don't know whether you can really get this voice in this video also, but there are peacocks. This is a season, raising season, and we have a lot of peacocks here around. So they make their melodious voice. And this is a sugarcane field. These are huge sugarcane fields. I will take you near them also. This is curry leaves tree. This is a well grown up tree. Now I'm going to take you to a field where I'm just pausing this now. So I actually walked down from that end to here to show you some vegetables which we are growing. So you can see these are actually for onion. So these are actually for the seeds. So once these are grown up by another 1 month or so, we'll able to take out these onion crops and we'll plant this in a huge, like this area. so we will able to take the crop for the onion. But here it is a corn, so this entire field is for corn. Then we have actually kept this small field for veggies. So because once you take out the green leaf veggies, then you have to again basically sow the seeds so that you can take another crop. So it's a small field, but this is methi, fenugreek, plus I really, let me find out, but this is another leafy vegetable, which in our language we call this as a shepu. And I will show you something more here. So this is all, these are the leafy vegetables, plus spinach or palak. This is another vegetable we have, plus these are corns, and this is coriander. So this field is for coriander. So we are till this end, we have actually corianders here. And this you can see a sugarcane field, grown up field. What you see is a sugarcane. So this is a small area we kept for vegetables, corns, which can be grown up frequently and can be used for regular food and the meals. Now I will take you to another area. So I don't know whether you can get this voice of peacock, but they have their typical melodious voice. You will get to hear this in my video again and again. So I'm just near the second field what I wanted to show you. So you can see there are a lot of stones, small and bigger stones. I will just go closer to the field so you can understand what I am talking to you. So in this soil, so this is the second type of soil which I wanted to show you. So here you can see there are stones, right? And I have to really dig deeper to get this soft sand, and still the structure is little gray, correct? So this is a different kind of soil. What I wanted to tell you on this, coming to the first principle, let me reverse the camera again. Coming to the first principle which I really wanted to tell you that you actually learn from a farming is, as a individual, as I have also recorded in my earlier videos where I told you that you really need to understand your value system, belief system and thought process, and based on that you actually decide what kind of human or personality you are, and based on that you can decide your growth pattern. Similarly, the farming teaches the same thing, that before you sow the seed you need to ensure what kind of soil it is and what kind of weather and surrounding you have. So exactly before you decide what kind of crop you want to take, what kind of seed you can sow, you really need to check the soil, correct? Similarly, where you want to grow in your life, what field you can really take up as your personal field, it is linked to your own value system, belief system, thought process. So it is crucial for you to understand that what kind of person I am, what kind of value system I have, what kind of thought process I carry, and based on that you can really decide, okay, this is what type of personality I am and I can go in this sector. So that is what I also learned from farming, and that is what I wanted to share with you in the first principle. Now most important principle what I learned from farming is, farmer as an entrepreneur, I have shared this in the beginning also, that I consider farmer as a real entrepreneur. So I am taking a walk now further. So while I'm taking a walk, I will show you few more plants, few more trees, and wherever possible I will change the camera so that I can really show you, because I really want to take a walk. So second most important principle I learned from farming is uh, take risk, because farmer does take a lot of risk, and I actually learned from this journey that you really need to learn to take risk, because the growth of a farmer depends on many parameters like nature, which is not controlled by anyone, uh, rainfall, weather conditions, and depend on these also he is basically the kind of crop he takes, and the profit margins depend on the market rate, the time when he basically sows the seed, and by the time the crop comes out, the market conditions need to be supportive. So he takes risk, and I learned from them that if you want to grow in your life, you need to learn to take a risk. So this is the second most important principle to learn from a farmer. I am going to show you some more plants here, and then we'll go to the third principle. So can you see this? Just let me reverse the camera. I actually walked down till the point where I could show you this scarecrow. Can you see this image? Yeah. So these are another important principle to learn from farming. So the third and most important principle to learn here is don't run or don't chase your competitors, the people who blame you, name you, or basically don't waste your time in chasing behind the competitors, criticizers who blame you, who name you. Don't run behind these people. So these are the kind of scarecrows you will see in the farm fields, which are actually placed at certain locations to just to keep away the birds away from the farms. So actually birds look at these kind of statues, and they run away from the farm. And now we are actually in the farm of a tomato. Can you see these tomatoes? So there are a lot of tomatoes you will see here. So this is a tomato farm, and here again it is also they have used a sheet layering on the soil, which actually protects from unwanted plants to grow from the field. This is a tomato field. So what third and most important principle to learn here is you need not, basically you don't, because understand, if a farmer leaves his field and runs behind the birds. So the third and most important principle we learn from farming is you don't have to chase your competitors, you don't have to run behind them. You need to make sure that you are really increasing your own value, your own standard to such a level that, because see, this is a standard, this is a kind of a standard crop is taken here. These are the kind of tomatoes which are growing here. So definitely the customer would like to have such tomatoes to them. And similarly in the life, you don't spend your time chasing and running behind the competitors, but you need to make sure that you raise your standard to such a certain extent that people or the organization would like to have you in their organization. Or if you are in a business, customers would like to work with you, and that is what is very, very important. So this is the third and most important principle which I personally learned from farming, and I really wanted to share with you, showing that scarecrow here inside the farm. Again there is a wind, and I'm going to show you a chiku tree now. This is a fruit. I'm just pausing here again, and We are actually near a chiku tree, and can you see this chikus? Oh, this is a chiku tree. We have actually few chiku trees in this same field. There are some chiku trees here, and this, what you see here in this camera, is basically a ginger, adrak. So this field is for ginger. This is just a 3-month old plant now, and it will take almost like another 6 months to fully grown up plant, where we will able to take out the gingers out of this. This is a ginger field, and plus we have some chiku trees, and again you will see a sugarcane farm field nearby. Let us go to the next area, and then I'll talk about the fourth principle. So I'm at a point where this is actually the one of the highest point inside the farm field, where if I put my camera, you can actually, I can just go 360 degree and you will see a very beautiful view of a farm. So these are the, everywhere what you see is basically a farm field. So it's an amazing area where this is a complete greenery. You won't see any infrastructure or a tall building or anything around, but this is completely a green field area. And this is the area where you actually, when you come and stay here, you feel like you are on the cloud 9, possibly, if you really love nature and the kind of weather and atmosphere you get here. So let us go to the fourth point what I wanted to share with you. The fourth point is, let me reverse the camera and then I'll. Fourth point what I want to share with you is, while you work like a farmer to be successful, he has to work on the, I think my voice clarity will not be there, so let me go down and then I'll start talking to you. I am at a lower space now, so still there is a wind, but you could actually hear me. So fourth point what I am talking to you is, while you are working on your active income source, you must make sure that you also work for your passive income source and raise that standard to such an extent that when a time comes in your life to decide that you go on your own terms, you have enough financial capabilities and you have enough financial income sources where you can actually earn out of that when you are still not in an active income source. So you will see behind me, this is a banana tree field. So I will show you some trees and bananas here. Let me reverse the camera. So these are the banana field area, and these are banana trees. Can you see these bananas? These are the bananas. Yeah. So these are all banana trees here, and these kind of trees, even a mango tree, they would actually take almost a year to get to a level where they will start giving you fruits. So there are mango trees inside, like on the extreme end of this field. Basically what I'm talking here is, what I learned from farming is, while you are focusing on your seasonal crops, you also need to make sure that you have plantation and you have trees where you can actually take a long-term benefit out of that. So trees like a banana tree, mango tree, fruits, these are the trees which works for a long term, and you can actually monetize out of that, and that is what for a farmer it is very, very important. Aside from seasonal crops, they also make sure that they have these trees where they can actually take a benefit of a long term fruits and long-term outcome. Now I'm going to show you another field. This is what is the fourth and most important principle to learn from farming, that you must focus on, while you work on your active income source, you also need to have a passive income source. So that is very important for your consistent growth in life. Now I'm going to show you another field, which is a soybean crop. So these are soybean plants. The complete whatever you see till the end, these are all soybeans. So I will also go inside and I will show you some soybeans seeds, how actually it grows. Like if I really, this is just a 1.5 month old plant, so still it is growing, but I will try to show you some. So this is kind of a seeds you get out of this soybean plant, and these are very small, tiny, but these are soybean seeds. So this is what it will actually grow up to my shoulder level. This is till my knees right now. It is up to my knees. I'm not able to show you this, but this will grow to a shoulder level up to 4 feet, 5 feet height. And so this is field for soybean. I just wanted to show you. And let me reverse the camera and then I'll talk to you about the. So we just basically saw the. I just took a walk and I simply just tried to show you some of the plants here around and what are the crops basically we are taking in this season. So talking about the fifth and the last important point which I want to share with you in this message is, health is very important, and you really need to consider at what age factor you are, and can you really take a risking your health as well. Because for me, a true luxury in life is be walking on your own feet, traveling wherever you love, and eating what you really like till your last breath. And that is a true luxury of life. It's not only about money, but it's also about your health. So when it comes to health, if you really explore the food pattern, the food, how your food travels from a farm to your plate, you will able to give the importance to the farming. So again, as I said, even if you are not able to do full scale farming, do understand what is farming and learn what exactly a farmer can really teach you for your personal life growth as well. So the fifth and most important principle what I really want to share with you here is, health is the most important parameter of life, and you really need to give a value to your health apart from other parameters in your life. When you really reach to a particular age where you think that, or depend on your every individual person, you need to decide how much health is important to you. And these are the 5 important principles. I will take you now the next area, and then we'll summarize and then I'll close this video. So this was a very sweet and short message I wanted to convey to you. And here I am. We just made some small bonfire, collected some woods, and we have these corns from the farm. So while I enjoy my corns, I just want to summarize a video. I hope you enjoyed this 5-point strategy. So here's my daughter. Hi. 5 points what I shared with you here. First is basically the value system is very important. So understand your value system, thought process, your belief pattern, and decide which way to grow. Then second most important point what I discussed with you is start taking risk. Third important point what I talk to you about. Don't bother about the competitors, the people who blame you, name you. Don't chase them. Look at raising your value, look at raising your standards so that customers would really love to work with you and attach with you. And then fourth, I talk to you about working on your passive income source while you're busy in your active income source. The same way like farmer does, while he takes seasonal crops, he also takes care that he has long-term plantation also. And the fifth and last most important point is keep health as one of the most important priority in your life, so that you really enjoy your journey in this life till your last breath. If you're watching this video on my YouTube channel, then do like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Click on that bell icon so that you get to know whenever I'm releasing my new videos. And if you're on any other social media, please do follow me so that you can get my videos notification whenever I'm releasing in future. I'll talk to you again on the next week, and I'm sure you really enjoyed this short tour through my farm and the message what I really wanted to convey you, and this will really be helpful for you to grow in your own journey as well. By the time I see you again in the next week, as I always say, let us build a beautiful legacy of a great mankind with only religion as a humanity and a single nation with no borders. See you.